Hi, it's Saturday the 5th of December 2020. We had snow yesterday, did you? I was quite surprised really. A friend was texting me in the afternoon, early afternoon. No, it wasn't, it was before lunch. And she said it's snowing. I thought, you know, sometimes it's nice to be blind because ignorance is bliss. I don't like snow. Anyway, it kept it up for a good while but didn't really settle. But that's early to have snow on the 4th of December in this country. Right, a couple of things I'm grateful for today. The first thing came to me when I was out walking this morning. It's been bitterly cold here the past 3 days and we've had rain. Like first thing in the morning when we've gone walking, it's been, proper raining, so you get drenched. And one of the things I've been really grateful for is the fact that I can layer up. And I say that because when I think back to my 22 stone start on this journey, the winter before I started my weight loss in the January, because I started on the 8th of March, sorry. So the January, February leading up to the March when I started my weight loss journey, I was wearing a very thin Marks and Spencer's sort of 3/4 length coat. And it wouldn't fasten because I was too big for it. Oh, it was too small for me, shall we say. And under that I possibly had on a t-shirt. And I went around with my coat open because, I say, it wouldn't fasten, saying, oh, I'm always hot, I don't need a big coat. When I was absolutely flipping frozen. And now I can go out walking and I can layer up. Like on Thursday morning, I had on a t-shirt with a long sleeve thermal over it, with a Berghaus fleece over that, with a Berghaus walking jacket over that, and I was as warm as toast. And to be able to do that, to be able to wear 4 layers of clothing and be able to move inside them, you know, not be like rigid because they're all so tight, is such a lovely thing. I am so grateful for it because I feel normal. I can wrap up now and actually enjoy the winter instead of staying indoors and thinking I can't go out there because I don't have a coat that fits me. And I think you would have had to be in that position to understand how horrible that feels. You may still be in that position because I was in it several times. You know, it wasn't just the once. I'd been through that scenario several times before I learned my lesson. So I'm grateful today to be able to layer up and still wear, you know, a medium-sized jacket on the outside of all those layers. And the other thing I'm grateful for today is about doubling up really, because in the cold winter months I don't find 40 grams of porridge is enough for me. And I can understand why Slimming World say 40 grams, because most of their healthy extra choices average around 120 calories. But I said to Joe a couple of days ago, I'm going to double up my porridge because I'm having my 40 grams in the morning, or maybe having 50 grams and counting an extra 1.5 sins, but it's not enough. Because I like a bowl of porridge just to be a bowl of porridge. I don't like fruit in my porridge. I don't even like sugar in my porridge these days. I like a bowl of porridge made with milk and water. So I decided, I think it was Wednesday, it might have been Thursday, to double up my porridge and have 80 grams because that's fine. It's a B choice and 6 sins. You know, and for me, that's a savvy way of spending 6 sins. And do you know what? It's lovely. I sit down in the morning with my big bowl of porridge and I really do not feel like I'm on a weight loss plan, like I'm on a diet, like I'm being deprived. I feel like I'm having a good, solid, and my porridge is quite thick, solid, warming breakfast. When I say it's quite thick, I make my porridge with 80 grams of porridge oats, and I use Flahavens, 250 mils of hemp milk, and 250 mils of water. And I cook it on the medium-low setting in the microwave for about 17 minutes. And it just thickens up. You don't stir it before you put it in. You put your oats in, put your milk in, put your water in, put it in the microwave, switch it on, don't stir it. It makes the most gorgeous creamy porridge. I want to add something when I'm talking about my breakfast about my hemp milk. My hemp milk is not a choice on the Healthy Extra A. And I think Slimming World are actually quite limited in what they offer to people who eat a plant-based diet or even are vegan. I mean, it's the same sort of thing, isn't it? We don't eat dairy. Because they purport to encourage us to have an A choice for the calcium value, then maybe they don't see that there's enough calcium, if any calcium, in some of the nut milks and the seed milks. Well, I'm looking beyond that these days. I'm looking to the kind of milk that suits me best, and I'm looking to have 6 sins worth of it as a healthy extra A. So my hemp milk is 1.5 sins for 100 mils. The same way soya milk would be 1.5 sins for 100 mils. The same way almond milk is often unsweetened. These are 1.5 sins for 100 mils. And I'm afraid I'm of an age and at the stage where I'm saying, yeah, Slimming World, I think I probably have a bit of a better grasp of this than you do, because you've no great interest in encouraging us to be plant-based or vegan. So for my milk now, I have good hemp, unsweetened hemp milk, which is 26 calories for 100 mils, and I actually have 400 mils as an A choice, even though it's not in the book. Feels like being a bit of a rebel, but then everything that's in the book is only a suggestion or an idea. There's nothing set in stone, and I think you do get to the stage when you've been around this plan for years that you start to use your common sense. But I want to share that because I want to do it. I'm doing it openly. I'm not doing one thing and telling you I'm doing another. This is what I'm doing, and this is how, for me, it fits into Slimming World. Right. Today, the 5th of December, it's 5 years to the day, because it was a Saturday, that I actually hit my target. Now, if you remember, I've spoken in the past about my first target being 11 stone 11, but I didn't stop there. I reset it at 10 stone 10. I was chatting by text with my consultant Naomi yesterday, because I knew it was the anniversary today, but I couldn't remember what weight I was at that point, and I couldn't find my old book because I've packed it away. So I actually texted Naomi and asked her to remind me, and she said, oh yeah, on the 5th of December 2015 you were 10 stone 10 pounds. Now I was smiling to myself because I've had so many weights at Slimming World that I'm a numbers person. I love numbers. I love playing with numbers. I love making all the numbers out of numbers. I could love to be a numerologist. I'd love to study numerology. I just adore numbers. Now when people come on here and make videos and they go, numbers don't matter. Don't get caught up in numbers. I laugh to myself and I smile to myself and I say to myself, you only say that when you're going up. And the vast majority of us do only say that when we're going up, because when we're going down, we are bloody grateful to have lower numbers. And I'm sorry, but I'm standing here in front of you today and I want to contradict those people, because numbers do matter. Otherwise, why on earth would we even bother getting on the scales? Why would we have a target? Why would we have a desire to stay within 3 pounds either side of that target? Why would we even care what we weighed? You know, whether we were 12 stone, 22 stone or whatever we were, why would you care if numbers don't matter? There is no other way of measuring your weight other than by using numbers, and we have to face it. And sometimes it's hard to face it when the scales are going up. I've had that this week. I've gained 2.5 pounds this week. I'm not going to make excuses for it. I can tell you why. 1, I'm very angry about something, and 2, I've been indulging in sugar. And it will show on the scales and I have to own it. So, me and numbers. I just love numbers. I love finance, I love balancing accounts, I love anything at all to do with budgets and numbers, and they excite me. Numbers excite me. And yet at school I hated math. Isn't it funny? Right, so numbers on my journey. So as I tell you, I started at 22 stone, the double 2. On the nail. My first target was 11 stone 11, which I didn't stop at. I aimed for my next target, which was 10 stone 10, which I made, as I say, on the 5th of the 12th 15. The lowest I've ever been at Slimming World was 8 stone 8. And today, on my 5th anniversary, I weigh 9 stone 9. And that whole thing in my head is a picture of like doubling up. Let's just keep doubling up. The only way for me to go from here is down. I don't want to go up any further. I'm comfortable in my skin today, but enough is enough because I can feel it. So yeah, 5 years. Where have those 5 years gone? That means I've been vlogging for nearly 5 years, because I didn't start making these videos until after I was at Target. So I think in January I would have been putting up videos for 5 years. This is number 238. And it just amazes me, to be honest with you, it amazes me that I'm still here, that I'm still in the game. Because I lost weight so many times and then went right back up again. And I want to just put out a message of gratitude to my consultant, because I said to her yesterday when she said, wow, you've done well. You know, 5 years ago you got to Target, you are over a stone under your target, or what was your target then, and you've stayed there for 5 years. And I said to her, you know, I'll let you into my secret. It's because I've got the best consultant in the whole darn company. And I really believe that. She's awesome. And I just want to put it on here as record. I would not be where I am today without Naomi Wagstaff. She is the inspiration. She is the motivation. She is the best representative of Slimming World as an organisation. She's awesome because she walks the walk. She don't just talk the talk. And I need that. I need somebody to show me the way, not just tell me the way. You know, if you were driving a car and you pulled up alongside somebody, I mean, we get this quite often. People will stop by us on the main road. They say, can you tell us how to get to such and such? Now, I'm brilliant because I've got such a memory for where we live, and I can say, yeah, you go down here, you want the first right, go to the mini roundabout, take the second exit. And Joe's like, Mum, that's no good. Nobody will remember all that. I need somebody. I ought to be one of those people who years and years ago walked in front of a train with a red flag, you know, leading it. Because I need somebody to show me the way. I'm very much a believer in, if you want to learn to do something well, ask somebody who's already doing it well. You know, you wouldn't come to me as a blind person and ask me to do something like teach me to drive, would you? I wouldn't come to some of my overweight friends and say, show me how to lose weight. Well, I might say, show me how. Let's do it together. You show me the way. But I'm not going to go to somebody who can't do something, obviously can't do something, and ask them to teach me. And I met Naomi 5 years ago in May, and it was obvious that she had done it and she was still doing it. And she has never backtracked. You know, she's been at Target for 9 years. And this leads me into the next thing I want to say. Will you share on my channel in the comments your Target story? Now, good, bad or indifferent, because we're not saying that people who are at Target and have stayed there are better than anybody else who's been there and fallen back again, because we're all the same. We've all had experience, I believe, of all these different things. Like, we can get to Target, but staying there is blinking difficult. We can lose a stone and then gain 2. I've done that so many times. I've lost 8 stone and gained 10. I've lost 7 stone and gained 8. I have, my whole life revolves around losing and gaining weight up until 5 years ago. But would you share something of your weight loss story in the comments below? Whether, I say, it's good, bad or indifferent, it's experience and somebody may need to hear it. And I'll pick one. I don't mean like randomly pick one. I mean, I'll read them all and I'll choose one. And that person will get a Christmas card with a little gift in it. Because I think unless we're honest and prepared to say, look, I'll tell you about all my failures. Yeah, I'll tell you about the time I went to Slimming World. Week after week after week, I used to win Slimmer of the Week. And everybody thought I was amazing. No, I was just starving myself to do it because I wanted the ego trip. And as soon as I lost that ability to starve myself to lose weight, the weight just went back on again. I could tell you so many stories about the way I cheated the plan, but the plan always caught up with me. The weight always came back on. If you've got a story to tell, share it with us. So, as I say, the one I choose will get a Christmas card with a little gift in it. Because we need people to know that if they fail, they're not the only ones who've failed. I have failed so many times. But now I'm standing here in front of you and I can say, 5 years, I'd never believe this could happen to me. So yeah, and the other thing, I don't believe I could ever live on past glory. I was talking to somebody in the week who said to me, you know, yes, I lost 8 stone. And she was talking about years ago, she did. She's like me. It could have been me talking to myself very easily. She did lose 8 stone when I knew her at Slimming World. But she's not been back for years, and I think she's probably put it all back on, or most of it. We can't live on past glories. We need to be positively motivated, to fire ourselves up to go forward from here. Wherever we're starting today, we can move forward. We don't live in the past. We can look forward and we can move forward. And I believe that, you know, whether you're actually getting to the end of the lockdown and you've put half a stone on, or a stone or 2 stone, a good place to start shedding that weight is today. And I'm back in that mode myself, because I say I have to put 2.5 pounds on this week and I don't want it. So I'm back in the weight loss mode, which doesn't vary very much from what I normally eat, but it does mean that, you know, I need to eat more speed. I need to fill up on vegetables. I need to be aware of everything I eat, and I need to stop playing with sugar. Because for me, playing with sugar is playing with fire. Yeah. Did I have anything else on my list, Joe? Is that?
No, that's it.
That's it. Yeah, so let's not live on our past glories. I could stand here in front of you today and I could say, I started at 22 stone and at Slimming World I got to 8 stone 8. Yeah, I did. Big deal. Today I'm 9 stone 9 and that's what matters. Right, so looking forward to another week, hoping it's not quite as cold. Still intending to go walking every day, which we have done, whatever the weather's been. We're still out there every morning. And feeling positive about life in general. Okay, thanks for joining us, and all being well, we'll be back next weekend. Take care. Bye.